Have you heard about the 6 mental snares that lead people to drink? One of them is the illusion of earned indulgence. There's a seductive logic that whispers, "You've suffered enough today, have a drink." This belief frames alcohol as a reward for enduring stress, yet over time, it turns fleeting comfort into ritualized dependence. Relief becomes routine, and what once felt optional starts to feel essential. Try honoring the day, not escaping it. Instead of seeking relief through a reward, choose to honor the struggle itself. End your day not with a drink, but with a moment of stillness. Maybe journal what you endured, who you helped, and how you showed up. Let reflection be your reward. In time, that quiet pride outweighs the hollow comfort of alcohol. The work was heavy, but I carried it with both hands. Then there's the escape reflex. When reality becomes uncomfortable, a lot of people reach instinctively for alcohol as a form of psychological exit. It offers a temporary amnesia, a brief silence in the mind. But avoidance is not resolution. The problems remain, often compounded, waiting on the other side of the bottle. Try to face what hurts with sacred attention. When your pain surfaces, meet it directly. Don't retreat. At Fire Remedy, we believe some wounds must be witnessed to be healed. Sit with the discomfort. Name it. Pray through it. Talk with a brother or sister before it festers. Escape weakens. Presence fortifies. My pain doesn't need to be silenced. It needs to be heard. Now we come to the herd illusion. In social settings, the fear of standing out can be stronger than the desire to stay grounded. And the assumption that everyone drinks can override personal values or intentions. This is less about desire and more about the quiet tyranny of group norms. Try choosing conviction over conformity. Don't measure yourself against the crowd. Stand firm in who you're becoming. Your sobriety is a quiet rebellion in the world of shortcuts. And as a possible volunteer, you can model something rare, self-command in a culture of excess. Others will follow when they see you unmoved by the noise. I don't need to drink to be long. I already do. That's what we're looking for. Let's talk about binary thinking. One of the most common cognitive traps. I've already had one, I might as well keep going. It's the false logic of extremes, where a single deviation is seen as a total failure. And this all-or-nothing mindset erases nuisance and fuels a cycle of guilt and excess. At Fire Remedy Mission, we're holding space for grace between extremes, and there is beauty in the middle path. One slip does not undo your progress. You're going to learn to forgive yourself quickly and choose again. And as a volunteer, you practice this with others daily. Now extend it inward. Sobriety is not perfection. It's a faithful return. One wrong step doesn't erase the road that you've walked. There's this thing called the confidence mirage. And after a period of sobriety or moderation, it's easy to believe the problem is solved. Like you've got this under control. You tell yourself until you don't. What feels like strength is sometimes just distance from the last fall, not freedom from the pattern. We have to stay humble in our strength. Sobriety is not something we have, it's something we tend to, daily. Don't trust the voice that says you've got this now. Instead, say I'm still walking. Keep your rituals of accountability. Check in with your sponsor, mentor, or fellow volunteer. Humility is your safeguard. You're not above the fall. You're just more aware of the edge. Last but not least, emotional substitution. So when discomfort arises, like sadness, anxiety, anger, the brain seeks immediate relief. Alcohol steps in as a counterfeit solution, numbing rather than addressing. Emotional reasoning says, if I feel bad, something must be wrong. But not all pain is a problem to fix. Sometimes it's a signal to listen to. Let your emotions speak, not steer. Anger, sadness, fear, they're signals, not orders. Learn to sit with what you feel without trying to numb it. Share it in prayer. Speak it to someone you trust. Create space between the feeling and the action. That space is where wisdom lives. Your emotions are messengers, not masters. And we have fireside remedy meetings. That's for AA and NA, but it's also for people who don't like NA and NA traditional meetings. You don't need to escape. This is where you belong. At Fire Remedy, we don't just talk about resilience, we build it together. So what if healing felt less like struggle and more like home? Help us make this place your home. Come sit with us, bring your story, leave the weight at the door. Fireside NA and AA meetings aren't just meetings, they're a movement. Tap in. Hold your space by just jumping on the website, drop down menu left-hand side, answer some basic information questions. Help us rewrite what recovery looks like. Drop a fire in the comments if you're ready to step in. Not literally. Please don't step in the fire. We're in Cowlitz County. And if you're not into actually coming here for the NA and AA meetings, healing still happens here and you can be a part of it. We don't just rebuild lives, we build each other. Imagine being the person who holds space for someone's first step forward. Our meetings aren't just meetings, they're movement, mentorship, and meaning. We need people who believe in resilience, connection, and the power of showing up. This is V. I'm the executive director at Fire Remedy Mission. I'm trying to make an impact, and I cannot do it all alone. I have almost 6 years of sobriety now. Thank you.